Alrighty, we are live. And severe weather coverage here across Texas. Alright, so thank you all for joining me here on this this Tuesday evening. We have a lot to talk about as we are going to be covering our severe weather across Texas, okay? We got some severe storms we need to talk about, as we do have a pretty nasty line of storms that's moving through this region here, and we have seen a lot of tornadoes today, or I guess not tornadoes, but tornado warnings today, so we're going to be covering all of this right now. So you have a look at right now what is a considerable severe thunderstorm here. We have three cells that are either all producing lime-sized hail, but we have massive thunderstorms here and big-time hail. This is the biggest hail we've seen all day, I think. But the SPC nailed their hail risk right now, and it's perfect for this storm here. But this is moving just to the east of San Antonio, Texas. So if you know anybody along Highway 87 or Interstate 10, just be aware of that. What's up, Mr. Twister? Yeah, 2-inch hail is insane. Yeah. Everyone like up the stream. Alrighty. It's one large polygon for 3 storms. Yeah, I don't think they're all producing lime-sized hail. Alright, we take a look here near Floresville. I think in Stockdale, I think this is where we're seeing the highest or the biggest hail. But if we look at let's look at our vertically integrated liquid. So yeah, a lot of lightning activity in both these storms, but the Stockdale hail core looks much more impressive on vertically integrated liquid. So I do think that's the storm that's producing the lime-sized hail. I don't want to open up radar scope at the moment on the computer because I know it will make the stream very glitchy, but I can look on my phone here, and I will take a look if we have any reports of hail, because let's see if is that observed. No, that is radar indicated. Wow. Okay, so according to radar scope, this is from MPing reports here. This is south of Lowling, Texas here. So let's take a look at where that is. So yeah, this is for this cell here, I believe, or it's near Gonzales. All right, this cell is producing. Let's see what the report says. Pea-size hail. Okay, so it honestly doesn't look like too big of a hail core because this is really close to the radar site. But we really don't have much other than, what is that, 50 dBZs? That's 60, so about 60 dBZ hail, alright? So, pea-sized hail falling with that, a lot of lightning activity, so be aware of that. But the Stockdale cell, let's see if it, what I'm thinking is the hail core probably was a lot stronger before, because I think this warning's been in effect for a while. Yeah, so, you can see this is getting close to 70 dBZs, south of, Sutherland Springs, alright? So I do think it's on the weakening trend. But I think that's just because these are all congealing into a line here of damaged winds. But all of these are really impressive supercell. I mean, look at that classic signature there. So if we take a look at velocities, we have some broad rotation. It's trying to develop here near Gonzales. We actually can put this back past few frames actually, and you can see it's trying to rotate a little bit. But it is a supercell still, so that's gonna try to produce a tornado. Tornado is not imminent, but there is that problem that we have with that. Then we also have south of Smithville, another area of possible rotation. Okay, that's probably not that concerning, but you can see that is starting to rotate a little bit as well. So, just be aware of everything that's going on. All right, if you look up north here, we also do have south of College Station, Texas, a cell that was previously special weather statement warned, that is now severe warned. Okay, it's probably hit severe limits. So we take a look at that. We have no rotation on that storm, but we do have still some heavy precipitation falling with that. Okay, yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. And then if you take a look here near College Station, we do have a flash flood warning. That's for the northern part of the city there. All right, that does include areas like Wixon Valley, Bryan, Boonville. All right, so let's see what that says here. So, at 8:22 p.m. Central Standard Time, Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 4 inches of rain have fallen. That's a lot of rain. Okay, additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. So please turn around, don't drown. But this is really also concerning. So, because we have a lot of precipitation still on the backs. Okay. The reason why we're not really nervous about these cells behind the main line is because this is really a wiped out environment. It was never really too big of an environment to really talking about here, it was definitely favorable for some tornadoes and obviously some convection, but I think this environment is for the most part wiped out. Because if these were leading the edge here, these would have a much higher chance of being able to rotate here, but definitely, near like Temple, Texas, they could go severe one, as this does look like a pretty strong supercell, except it's just not going to rotate because all these storms in front of them have really taken advantage of the environment, alright? At one point, we had like 7 severe warnings at base limits. The northeast storm and large polygon. Okay. Near LaGrange. If you're talking about that, then what would you like me to look at? Because if we have velocities, you think at that point one was okay? So one of these was Tor warned. Okay. So yeah, we do actually seem to have some rotation north of Wilder. Let's take a look. Yeah, so that was actually a little bit stronger earlier on. You can see that right around Highway 304. That did get a little bit more tight, alright, but that's kind of just falling apart as this moves towards Brown Hill. Okay, so the warning has actually been downgraded to quarter size. Yeah, I don't know why it was lime size, if it wasn't even, that's just insane. That's crazy. Yeah, not tornado warn. Oh, you think that might have caused the lime hail warning? Lime size hail? Let's take a look. Yeah, because I don't see any storm that seemed like it could have produced lime size hail. I mean, maybe like quarter size hail, but yeah, this storm too doesn't even have that impressive of a hail car. I mean, it's got a little bit of hail, obviously south of Rosansky, right in this region. I don't know why my pen isn't working. We'll see, use radar omega, but right around here is where we could have had some hail falling, or relatively large hail, but sub Elva tours by rain waves. As you can see, I am in my church clothes. I did just get back from church. We did have the Christmas Eve vigil mass, so that was nice. Okay, so we do have a special weather statement. I believe this is new, actually, near Giddings, Texas here. Okay, this is producing a lot of lightning. All these storms are producing a lot of lightning. Okay, so this is for winds in excess of 40 miles per hour, nickel-sized hail. So this is a very close to becoming a severe thunderstorm warning near Giddings. Now, I don't know if this is on the weakening trend or not. I don't even know. It seems to be the same, if not getting stronger, I'd say. Looks like we have an outflow boundary. Yeah, oh, okay. So we have an outflow boundary setting up here south of Austin, Texas, near Weatherville. And you can actually see we are still seeing some of that convection due to this outflow boundary. This is what's kicking up those storms, because if you look, this is the boundary here that you see on radar. And behind it, you can see we get a couple of cells that start popping up. I don't think these are going to start rotating, okay? Because I think the environment is kind of wiped out at this point. Okay, and then a lot of flash flooding is possible south. If you go pretty far north here, all right, this is near Centerville, Texas, Franklin, Texas, and Marquez, Texas. Okay, a lot of rainfall has been falling in the past couple of hours, so that's what's kind of warranted that flash flood warning. All right, let me make my color here red, because I do want to change it for severe weather. I had it as blue because it was, we were doing a lot of snow coverage past streams, but we're back to severe weather, so. Alright, that's better. Alright, is the bottom text clipped or is it okay? I think that's okay. We could move it up a little bit. There we go. That's what we know. That's what we want. Okay. Let's get back. Alrighty. Am I wearing shorts this week? I'm not. It has been mad cold out here, bro. It has been frigid. I think our real feel the other day was like 3. But, yeah. Bottom text is great. Okay, good. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I didn't even notice it was that big. What's up, Laura Stone? Yeah, everyone like up the stream? Alright, I'm gonna send this to the group chat. so that they are aware I'm live. If anybody has any questions about their location, let me know in the live chat, and I will answer them as honestly as possible. Okay, so they have removed that special weather statement for these cells, and they're actually, this is from, okay, that's the wrong radar site. Let's look at San Antonio radar. There we go. Okay, these are all producing a lot of lightning activity, so we have to watch out for that. So right now at the moment we have 2 areas of rotation, not concerning at all, but they are something to watch. And there is still some sort of tornado threat with these, so just be aware of that. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, so eventually what we're going to see here is all of these storms are going to, kind of come together and congeal into a line, and that line will eventually produce damaging wind gusts. Now, the bad part about this, the part that everyone's worried about, is because this is heading towards Houston. So I know you guys are in Central Time, so it's an hour back, but overnight while kids are sleeping, this is going to sweep towards Houston, so I do expect some of these, or part of the line eventually to get severe warned. We could definitely see up to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's possible. Alright, let me make sure I have the alert sounds and flashes on, because I think we got a new severe warning and it did not do it. Okay. Chime, let's do 20 seconds. Okay. And then tornado warning. Okay, I think that's good. Alright, I think everything's alright. So it should give me the alert sound. Let me turn this up so you guys can hear that. Okay. So I believe we did get a new severe warning up towards College Station here. This includes College Station. So yeah, this is a new severe warning. Alright, this is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, so please make sure that you're into a well-built home and away from windows there. No rotation with that storm. I do believe that's contamination, if I'm not mistaken. Probably is. It's been forever It's been forever for severe weather, and alarms scared the crap out of you on your stream earlier. Dang. Yeah, this area has been hammered by severe warnings. Well, actually, I mean, I don't think College Station alone has been, but okay, we did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for that storm we were talking about previously that got special weather statement warned. Okay, this is near Giddings. Alright, this is the one we talked about a little bit earlier where I said that this is close to severe limits, as it did say winds in excess of 40 miles per hour. Okay, so if you're in Giddings, please take shelter now. Alright, a lot of lightning near Grassyville. Holy crap. It's probably putting on a show here. Alright, no rotation with that, unless this is very, very weak. But, definitely strengthening storm with that. I apologize if you have any background noises. It's obviously hectic because everyone is excited about Christmas morning. Alright, but this line of storms is going to approach I-10 and I-45 as this moves towards Houston. So if you know anybody out there that's traveling along that interstate, or both of those interstates I should say, just let them know, and that there's some storms coming in. Send them this live stream, but yeah. Okay, so rotation is really starting to wrap up here south of Caldwell on our storm that it just got. This didn't just get severe warning. It's a different storm, but this is about to get a new severe warning, I think. You can see a lot of rotation start to ramp up there, so we'll have to watch out for that. That's strong and very tight, I'd say. So yeah, so this is the rotation that looked very, very broad, but I think it's tightening up. It's been strong for the past couple of scans here, so we'll have to really watch that closely. Okay, still no really strong rotation near Giddings. And then on our line of 3 supercells, honestly, nothing much has changed other than the fact that it's really gotten weaker and a little bit less tight. So the tornado threat is going down for these storms here. Alright, and then we'll have to obviously watch what happens with our storms behind our line, because we do have an outflow boundary starting to set up there, so you just need to make sure that you're paying attention to what those storms do, because these are going to interact with the outflow boundary. Here you go. You already got 3 storms popping up here, already near Mustang Ridge. These are starting to produce lightning as well, all because of this outflow boundary. Thank you for sharing, Laura Stone. Appreciate that. Yeah, I do want to share this to my ex. Let me see here. I think this. Okay. Severe storms, Texas, exclamation point. Okay. 1 second, everybody. It always does this thing where I have to turn off my VPN for it to send. There we go. Alright. Pull up stream chat, and we're good to go. I will pin that, Mr. Twister. Appreciate that. Alright. So yeah, honestly, what we gotta watch out for is these frontal storms, and then I don't even know what these are gonna be doing. Back here with that outflow boundary, I do think that they're going to be relatively weak, just because these storms are just so strong and have been strong that they've kind of wiped out the environment. But we'll watch them. We'll see. Still trying to see a little hail core on this cell near Rosebud in Temple, Texas. But we'll see. Alright. Let me go back to radar scope and just take a look if we have any fresh reports here of hail. Because obviously, do want to make sure that this is not, like, any higher than quarter size. Okay, doesn't look like we have any new hail reports. So if we look at our Killeen, Texas cam here, I don't know if this is pointing in the right direction, but if we can see very windy conditions, but there should be lightning off to our west if you're looking here. If you notice the sky, the clouds are moving very, very quickly, so that just shows you how strong our lower level jet is, which may increase the obviously the general wind shear. Okay, so obviously that's going to help kind of bring these storms to that tornado or tornadic phase there. Alright, but I do think the peak in tornado threat, or just like the peak timing for tornadoes, has definitely passed. Alright, but we still need to watch out for some of this possible rotation. So life in Tornado Alley. Due to weather tonight, Santa's decided to cancel Texas. We're sorry for the inconveniences. That is crazy. That's kind of real, though. Take another look at velocity east of Dime Box, Texas. That rotation is tightening up. Okay. I probably have, but let's see. Let's see. Dime Box, my bad. Dime Box, Texas. Yeah, it's just that it's not very strong. That's the problem. This would have to be much stronger, like of a couple here. Yeah, peak tornado threat was probably when this line kind of, yeah, or you mean hit Interstate 35 because these storms haven't even hit Interstate 45 yet. I think that's what you meant. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of, I don't know, it's very tight, but it's not strong at all. It's very weak. It's barely even any rotation, but I think it does. I think it was stronger in the past scans here. Yeah, if it was still this strong, then it'd be a little bit more concerning. But yeah, it's something to watch for sure. But I don't know, man. So yeah. Okay, getting rotations really starting to slow down here, but obviously just gotta watch everything. Talk about the tornado warning Davis went live for. Oh, I think that was the first one of the day. If you're talking about that, I don't even remember. That was like down here. That was like over. Yeah, I don't even know. Do we have any more cams in this area? Just because I do want to get a look at what's going on the ground here. We have no storm chasers because no one really expected it to be this active. It's not very active right now, to be honest. I did go live because I saw that we had a considerable severe warning, but that's really gone. And other than that, we haven't seen much. Other than a couple severe warnings here. Alright, but we have 3 cells that are moving through the same general area here. Northern Houston, yeah, that was it. Then we had 2 on the I-45 cell. I remember that one. I know Davis was live for that. Yeah, I don't think anyone was live for the one north of Houston. But I do remember that. It was, or was it? I forgot, but I remember that one. Okay, that was the first one of the day, and then Davis went live for the second one. I don't believe any of them produced tornadoes. I know they're very close, though, because rotation did get very strong, but I don't believe they did end up producing tornadoes. So that's good. Yeah, but luckily, honestly, we shouldn't see any more tornadoes today. I doubt it. Yeah, it's Cypress, Texas. That was it. I really doubt we're going to see any more tornado warnings at all. Alright, but what we got to look out for is that damage and wind threat, and that will definitely increase in the next couple hours, because we can take a look here. We'll go over quickly to tropical tidbits, and we'll look at the NAM 3 cam model. This will be our outlook for the rest of the night. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we look at the 18Z or the OOZs coming out here. Alright, you can see this is basically what we've got right now, right around 11 p.m. Okay, this is what's going on right now. You got a lot of messy line of storms here with, embedded supercells. Watch what happens as we get into the overnight hours. This really starts to congeal into a line. And by the time we get into about the middle of the night, alright, this is the first couple hours of Christmas morning here. This really starts to ramp up and shows a very intense possible wind threat. And this makes it all the way to Houston loud and proud here. So that's going to definitely start to look like a bow echo past midnight. It's midnight and then on. It's just going to look like a bow echo here. But the reason why we're live is because we're watching these cells as they continue to produce large hail, damage, wind gusts, and even possibly some spin rotation. Okay, but we're also watching them as they finally start to congeal into a line. We're actually seeing that happening now. This line of storms is the beginning of our damage wind gust line, and this is all going to be pushing over towards Houston. Now, I will say, I think the time frame or the timing of those storms that impact Houston will be a little bit on the earlier side, because this line at this point was supposed to already be considered a squall line, but it's not even really connected yet, so we'll see. You recognize some of these cities. You see Uvalde. You got 2 people off Highway 290, so you feel you accomplished yourself. Nice. Yeah, it's always good to have people tuning in from the area that you're covering. Yeah, it's definitely going to wake kids up, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I do remember that damage and squalling with embedded tornadoes. Hoping that we don't see the same kind of threat. It's just, really honestly, the tornado threat has died down for the most part. But if you're just now tuning in, please like the video, or the live stream I should say, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get this stream out to as many people as possible. Alright, the only reason I ask for subscribers and likes is just so that, more and more people can see this this live coverage. But yeah. Okay, so if we look at our 3D view here, you can actually see our cloud tops are much higher on our Karn City storm here, and basically just shows us a view of what the storms look like based off of how high their cloud tops are. And so this is based off of reflectivity here. Alright, so the higher amounts of reflectivity, the higher the storm tops probably are. So I believe there's actually another view we can look at. It's all the way down here. Echo tops, that's it. Okay, so yeah. So right now it looks like the strongest storm is definitely down here, just southeast of San Antonio, Texas. Okay, this has the highest cloud tops, but still, whenever you see those yellow and orange peaks there, alright, that's where you get the really high cumulonimbus clouds really hitting into the atmosphere there. And look at that, near Huntsville. This is really starting to look more interesting. We have almost 45,000 feet high cloud tops here, so really, really cool stuff. But this is a very helpful tool to kind of determine how strong our thunderstorms are. Alright, but you can see almost 50,000 feet in the air, so that's pretty high, but kind of just gives us a sense of how strong these storms are. Alright, so they have canceled the severe warning, which is interesting, but they've canceled the severe warning here for our 3 cells near Gonzales and LaGrange, Texas, but I'd still watch out for these because these are probably producing very small hail, but also intense lightning and downpours there, so be aware of that. So really, honestly, we only have 1 severe warning left, I believe. Yes, we have only 1 severe warning. It's this one down here near Giddings, and I believe this is the one that had that rotation, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, not at all. So I don't know. Does look a little bit more tight here, though, near Elm Grove Colony and Kistern, Texas. Let's see what that has been looking at the past frames. Yeah, that's actually just now starting to ramp up, so we'll have to watch that for a possible tornado threat. Okay, a lot of these have been starting to rotate. We did just get a new special weather statement near Bastrop and Weberville, Texas. Okay, this is for, let's take a look. This is for winds in excess of 40 miles per hour, nickel-sized hail. So this is kind of the same deal with that other cell we were talking about. So this is very close to severe limits as well. And you can actually see some of those 50-plus DBZ values. That is indicative of a possible hail core developing. So just be aware of that. Hello, Rodrigo M. Carloso. Any supercells yet? Yes, we have many supercells here across Texas, especially south of LaGrange. This is moving along Interstate 10 and towards Interstate 45, and these are all going to kind of sweep towards Houston, and eventually they will congeal into a line that will start to produce damp and wind gusts. Alright, but all you see, the things you see here, these 3 blobs, alright, these are all supercells that we're tracking at the moment. A lot of your friends enjoyed your Christmas presents this year. That's great. Good to hear. You're subbed on 3 accounts, yours, school, and old school. Nice. Yeah, 3D radar is really nice. But, yeah, we definitely have some supercells that we're watching right now. I will say I do have to go in probably about a half hour, maybe a little bit later. So I may have to go, not soon, but just in a little while. But I do think that things will go on the downtrend as far as intensity, mainly with that hail threat and damage wind threat decreasing. But or the hail threat and tornado threat decreasing, but the damage and wind threat may definitely increase, so we'll have to watch out for that. So yeah, how close are we to 1.02k? Let me take a look. Right now we are at, let's see here, we're at 1,016 subscribers. We are 4 away from 1.02k. So if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing that. That'd be very highly appreciated. Our Oklahoma weather is amazing this time of year. Yeah, you guys, honestly, during the winter time, you guys get night right in the middle of everything. So, you know, kind of just mild temperatures for the most part. Okay, so our storm near Austin, Texas, and Bastrop, Texas. This is the one that also was very close to severe limits. Okay, this is now warned for ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So this hail core is definitely starting to ramp up there. Alright, that expires in 54 minutes, so yeah, ping pong ball size hail, 6-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and that is both radar indicated. So this is honestly our strongest storm at the moment. Tornado threat is decreasing, but damage winds are not. Heads up, Houston, we are warning you. Yes, Houston definitely needs to be prepared, but we do have a new severe warning in Bastrop. I don't know why my alert sounds aren't going, but I don't know. I'll try to fix that later. That's okay, because they still flash, so. Okay, if we look at our velocities, we do not have any rotation. So luckily this will most likely not produce a tornado. Okay, but this is still a very strong storm we need to watch out for, so go ahead and check radar scopes so we can see if we have any reports of hail with that. Alright, but this is supposedly producing ping pong ball size hail. So actually, we do have a report in south of Temple, Texas. So where is that? I believe that's north of here, right? Or no, south. I don't know why I can't find Temple, Texas. 1 second, guys. Temple, Texas. Okay, so yeah, so this is actually on this cell right here. We have half-inch size hail. Or that was, I guess, a late report, or an older report, I should say. So might be a little bit outdated. Okay, so we have a fresh report. This is, I believe, 5 minutes ago, something around that. 4 hours when I just previously got ping pong ball size hail warned. It reports of pea size hail. So. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, let me know. Temple's north of Austin, yes. Near I-35. Alright. So we have 2 severe warnings at the moment. Yeah, wow, so close to 65 dBZs with this storm here, so this is likely starting to produce some big hailer here. It's pretty crazy because it just got severe warned, but I guess, I don't know, is this one of the storms that interacted with the outflow boundary? Let's see here. I believe our outflow, yes. Wait, it might have been. Hold on. You're from New York too. You had to move into you're from New York too. Had to move to be in Tornado Land. Yeah, I don't know what part of New York State you're in. I'm on Long Island, so we almost never get tornadoes. So if I would want to see a tornado, I'd have to move to Tornado Alley, obviously. Yeah, you do not want to be out in the hail. Definitely not. But this is definitely our strongest storm right now. What's up, Jesse? How's it going? Merry Christmas. You're born in Niagara Falls, raised in Lockport. Alright, nice. Where do you see Levi? That's Jesse, bro. Your brother graduated with Timothy McVeigh. Should I know who that is? It's going well, Jesse. I don't know everyone else is doing, but I'm doing just fine. You might be going to Summit. They sold out, Mr. Twister, so I apologize, but I believe it's too late. Kinda sucks, though. Just got back in town today. Nice. Yeah, I was just at a Christmas Eve party, but I did see all this was happening, so. Oh, you thought in November your parents secretly bought tickets and they're going to surprise you tomorrow? Dude, if they do, for my birthday, I remember, I showed my parents Summit, and they said, too expensive, we can't really afford the trip, and so I just was kind of, annoyed and doomed and stuff, so I was kind of bummed out. And then on my birthday, my parents surprised me with a gift, so I went downstairs and a paper read, "We decided to go all out for your 13th birthday," and they bought Storm Chaser Summit tickets, and I had a heart attack. I could not believe it. So they did surprise me, but I hope the same for you, Mr. Twister. Alrighty. Once again, if anybody has any questions out here, please let me know, because I'm more than happy to give you an update on what's going on out here. Okay, so still this rotation near Flatonia in Texas here, south of LaGrange, south of Smithville. And this it looks like it's trying to produce kind of a hook echo here, so we'll have to watch that just for that rotation. But honestly, there's nothing too concerning as of right now. It's like a little card typing thing under the tree. That's not normal for you. Yeah, this damaging windless line would honestly have to act fast in order to really start producing, because this is starting to really get close to Houston. I mean, it's not there yet, obviously, but, I mean, these cells have not even fully congealed yet, so honestly, that damaging wind threat might be a little bit lower, but still, I do think they will eventually congeal in time to make it to Houston, so pretty much by the time they get to Houston, this will probably end up being a damaging wind gust line, so probably just a squall line. Okay, but I don't think it's going to be as intense, because I do think it's going to take a little while for these storms to really kind of come together. But yeah. I mean 2025, Mr. Twister, because they do one every year. It's not like they do it every other year. Even without the severe threats, heavy rain, still heavy rain and thunder, yes, definitely. And some lightning. For sure. And isolated areas of small hail. I do think some of these storms that are even just, special weather statement warning, like for instance this one. Okay, winds in excess of 40 miles per hour, nickel-sized hail. Just because they're not severe warning doesn't mean that they're very dangerous. So. Oh, you said 2026. I don't know if that was a typo. I'm so confused right now. But may still see some wind and possibly small hail. I do think that hail threat will start to decrease as this really comes together. But definitely that damage wind threat will start to increase. Still watching that hail core near Bastrop. Dude, this. Oh my gosh! I kept saying this year's summit was 2024. I get it. I completely get it. I completely forgot summit's next year. Nah, it's just confusing because like New Year's Day is in like 6 days or whatever, 7 days. That everything makes much more sense. Yeah. Okay, so our getting storm actually is now up to $half size hail. So big time hailers starting to come out of these storms. This is what's keeping us alive. So we'll go back to our vertically integrated liquid, and we'll take a look here. So wow, so look how impressive our getting hail core is. Okay, this is maxed out for a good chunk of the storm here. So yeah, that hail is definitely getting bigger there, and also with our Bastrop storm. Okay, are we looking at the right radar site? No. Yes, we are. No, wait, no, we're not. Not as impressive a hail core from the Round Rock radar, but it's still definitely there. Okay, and then still near Floresville, we could have pretty big hailfall. I mean, this is maxed out for a pretty good chunk of the storm still. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they brought back the severe warning. Honestly, if I were them, I'd issue one. I don't know why they canceled it. They still look decently intense to me. But for the most part, I think the lowest threat as of right now is tornadoes. Second threat is damage wind gusts, and then the highest threat level right now is probably with that large hail. But I think that will change. All right, near Flatonia, still very sharp and just tight rotation there. So we'll have to watch out for that. I don't think it needs a tornado warning because they don't believe a tornado is imminent. Alright, but if that does get any stronger or any tighter, I don't know. Then you might have to start considering a tornado warning. But as of right now, we should be okay for the most part. Thumbnail looks really good. Appreciate that. So yeah, everyone like up the stream and subscribe to the channel so we can get this information out to as many people as possible, because obviously people are traveling here and there for the holiday, and right now it's about 9:30 at night, so a lot of people are coming home from parties. So right now is probably the best time to make sure that people are aware of the situation right now, because this wasn't supposed to be too big of a day for severe weather, but this is really overperformed in my opinion, and I think that's also kind of just shows why the Storm Prediction Center did upgrade their slight risk. They kind of made the last minute jump there. So yeah, it's very active times right now, but definitely dangerous storms here to be in if you're on the road right now. Alright, I'll see you, Mr. Twister. Wow, 15 likes. Appreciate that, everybody. But But yeah, everyone share the stream and subscribe to the channel so we can get this live stream out to as many people as possible. Okay, so still watching this hail core develop here near Bastrop. Alright. And then okay, next scan shows a little bit less intense here near Floyd and Colony in Texas with that rotation. Okay, Davis wants to hop on, so I'm gonna call him right now. What's up? Hello? Hello?
There you go. Wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
What's good, Jet?
Yeah, right now we're live covering severe storms across Texas. Okay, we're watching as some of these hail cores start to develop. I don't know if you saw, Davis, but you know where we have the massive special weather statement?
Yes.
That was previously warned for lime-sized hail.
Really?
Yeah, so I saw that and I went live immediately as I just got home. And then as soon as I went live, they took off the severe warning and now they replaced it with a special weather statement. But honestly, the southern storm near Floresville looks like it's severe limits right now. It's producing a ton of lightning. DBZ value is over 60. So honestly, it looks like a severe storm to me. But I'm just kind of watching as these hail cores up north as well start to develop.
Yeah, I just got home from church like 30 minutes ago, so.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got home from church like an hour ago. But we do have a ping pong ball size hail severe warning near Bastrop, Texas. So we're watching as that develops. And then near Giddings, we have $half size hail. So. See, if you know anybody that's traveling on Interstate 10, and if anybody's like coming home from parties right now, just make them aware of that and just make sure that they're aware of the situation that's unfolding right now. Alright, because these are definitely dangerous storms to be out in on the roadways. So, and also we have a couple flash flood warnings. Alright, we have one for College Station, Texas. Alright, this is also radar indicated there, but we also have another one up towards Centerville, Texas. And this is for rainfall rates of, rainfall rates of 1 to 1.5 inches in 1 hour. So. Alright, we did just get it. Oh, there we go. They did warn the southern storm I was talking about earlier near Floresville. And they did warn that for $half size hail, so that hail core is starting to re-intensify there. So this is actually starting to become a much bigger storm as well, and a ton of lightning on this thing. I mean, this is a beast of a storm here. So big time hail, or I guess not big time hail, but bigger hail starting to come down here, and you can see that vertically integrated liquid really starting to become maxed out for a much bigger area. It is pretty easy to get maxed out on this, but the fact that a lot of the storm is maxed out is just a kind of concerning sign that we need to consider looking at. I do think, however, though, that the hail threat will decrease. Am I right on that, Davis?
Yeah, sorry, I just got shocked. My YouTube glitched out. It's on light mode for some reason.
Oh.
I've never had it on light mode for like a year, and it just randomly went on to that. I don't know why.
Dang. What's up, Roman? Yeah, but we're thinking that these storms will eventually congeal into a line that will end up producing damage windows as this moves towards Houston. But as of right now, we just got a lot of, embedded supercells along this line here. And there's no concerning rotation at the moment, but there are some areas of very broad rotation.
I'm gonna get you to 20 likes. I'm gonna use all my ults.
Yes, sir. We're at 18. Yeah, I think our record is like 28 likes, so if we can beat that, that'd be really cool. Yeah, it's pretty wild that we're getting this kind of weather on Christmas Eve. Like, we haven't had severe weather in so long, but then we finally break that dry spell here on Christmas Eve. It's the worst time possible. But I don't believe we've had any tornadoes on the ground today, but we did have, as far as I know, 2 tornado warning cells. There we go, 13 likes. One more and we'll get to 20.
Alright, I got you to 22.
Yes, sir.
20. I have literally 5 accounts.
Now we're 3 away from breaking my personal record. So that'd be highly appreciated. But really, our strongest one right now is near Stockdale or Smiley in Texas. And we are 2 subscribers away from 1.02K. Santa about to be caught off guard by the updraft. That's crazy. Yeah, so right now the highest DBZ values we see with this Gillett storm or near Stockdale seems to be about 64, 63 DBZs here. Okay, so pretty decent hail core with that, as that is warned for $half size hail. And then if we go to the north here, up towards Bastrop, alright, right now we have a cell warned for ping pong ball size hail there, so please stay away from windows if possible. And then also near Giddings, we have a warned cell here for $half size hail. Excuse me. See you, Jesse. Merry Christmas. Fog advisory expected on Thursday. I do think we will see some severe storms on Thursday in a similar region. We do have a slight risk in effect by the SBC, and that could definitely get upgraded, mainly for a damage and wind threat. We will be monitoring that, and I will try to make as many updates as possible. Obviously, it's going to be hard to fit it in with Christmas being tomorrow, but luckily that will happen after everyone's partying, so. But, I mean, if people are still kind of traveling back home, I mean, there's still going to be a possibility of dangerous travel conditions, so. Just got to put everything into consideration with that. You're going to go break into random kids' houses tonight so they think you're Santa saving the Christmas... what? Saving the Christmas spirit?
What?
That is... I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Dude, look at all the lightning on our Stockdale storm. That is impressive. Also near Pov here, look at this part of the hail core here. Let's see. Yeah, 66 DBZs. This is approaching 70 if this gets any higher. Do you have any storm you'd like to point out, Davis?
Not right now. I haven't really been looking at it too closely. Again, I kind of just got home and I'm just kind of chilling. But obviously, the three severe warned ones are the ones to watch right now, according to the NWS. But I think that literally any one of these little supercells here that we are seeing pop up, with the hail cores and the lightning, definitely could get a severe warning over the next several minutes. So again, the threat for tonight is expected to go linear over the next couple of hours, so we'll probably see a damaging wind threat take over, but yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much how we gotta sum up the activity right now, so. So, 123 Rockchild, you just liked and subscribed. I appreciate that. We're at 24 likes. We are one away from tying our record. So that would be greatly appreciated. Also, we're trying to get this stream out to as many people as possible. So, hit the subscribe button so this channel gets more popular so that more and more people can tune in from the areas that are actually being affected by this severe weather. Who lives in Poth? Yeah, it's kind of a weird name. Poth, Texas.
So yeah, should I pull an all-nighter?
Yes. Definitely. So it looks like this actually underwent a cell merger, and the cell merger part of the storm is actually producing the largest hail according to radar here. So that's pretty interesting to see. Because there are two sections here of maxed out vertically integrated liquid. And right around Poth is where we have the general area where that cell merger kind of interacted. Fake spring arrives on Thursday, so you're guessing winter will come back no later than January 1st. Well, yeah, there's been a lot to talk about it. So we're right after Christmas. We're gonna enter a very warm pattern, Roman, and then we will see eventually that pattern flip. So that's what she means by fake spring. But we will see a lot of above average temperatures across the country.
Zero Z GFS is coming in, by the way.
Alright, we'll look at that in a minute.
I still think that the 28th would probably be the most impressive day to watch in the next couple of weeks. Probably the 27th and the 28th, honestly. Again, decently caped environments. I think that probably we'll see one of those 2 days potentially go enhanced for a wind threat.
Yeah. Yeah, so we take a look here on the NAM 3cam model. You can actually see part of our 26th event. So this is our day 3 slight risk. You can see a pretty nasty, damaging bow echo here, really streaking across Oklahoma. This could definitely have embedded QLCS tornadoes, so I would watch out for that. Obviously, we have to talk about shear with that. If we do get enough shear, then that will present a possible embedded tornado threat, but mainly damaging wind gusts for that event. And that will eventually also push off to the east, where maybe as that line breaks up, a couple more possible spin-up tornadoes are possible in Arkansas, but it's too early to tell for the most part. So honestly, we'd really have to just look at how much shear we have. But as far as Cape goes, honestly, it's not that impressive in Arkansas, but it is, looking like it will eventually build up into Texas, though. So I don't know. We'll see, but. Dude, I don't even know what's going on right now, but the Bastrop storm has completely fell off, and now it is not even, it's falling apart. It literally just fell apart in the past, 2 scans, but right now, it is not even severe warning. It was just warned for ping pong ball size hail a couple minutes ago, but just look how much that hail core really just started to decrease. So that is no longer a storm really need to be concerned about. But winds in excess of 40 miles per hour, nickel-sized hail are definitely still possible. So just be aware of that. Still half-dollar size hail potentially occurring near Giddings. Yeah, if max velocity comes in here, that would be insane. Hey, we made it to 25 likes. We have tied our personal record. We can do it, chat. Let's beat it.
I'm gonna put my max velocity merch on for good luck.
Sir.
Hold on. I will not. Oh, okay, hold on.
Yeah, a lot of lightning activity with our Gonzales storm as well. So. But never really would think that I would have to do Christmas Eve severe weather coverage. Honestly, I thought I'd be in bed right now, excited about tomorrow morning. But gotta do what you gotta do. But I will actually have to go probably in, I'm going to say like 20 minutes or so. Because my parents do need to start wrapping tonight. So, yeah. But luckily, I do think things are on the downtrend right now as far as activity. But still, our Floresville storm seems to be increasing in strength. And we also have another half-dollar size hailstorm near Giddings. So there are still two concerning storms, but for the most part, things are kind of staying the same as far as intensity goes, but we luckily do not have any more, big time hailers.
I think whenever you hop off, I'll probably go live again, maybe.
Alright.
Actually, I don't know.
Alright, if you do go live, and I end, everybody go over to Davis's feed.
I don't know if I'm going to. I've got a couple things to do, but
okay.
I might.
Yeah.
Just depends. I think whenever the damaging wind threat really picks up, I may go live again.
I'll probably be fast asleep.
Dude, the 27th no cap looks a little nutty.
Like for Arkansas and stuff?
Arkansas and Louisiana and Texas, really.
Yeah. It does look very potent.
We've got a lot of cape, decent amount of wind shear. That's actually quite a bit of surface-based cape. I mean, we're talking about a few thousand joules per kilogram in some spots.
On surface? Because right now the NAM 3K doesn't want any surface-based cape. Are you looking
really?
At yeah.
GFS is saying there's gonna... What day are you looking at?
27th.
Does NAM even go out that far yet?
Yes.
Oh, I guess it does. Yeah, GFS wants there to be a lot.
Yeah, I think NAM is kind of underdoing that. Yeah, they're... Oh, wow, yeah, so... Yeah, there could be... This really does look like a potent event. We'll have to really watch out for that. I'm going to try to get an update in sometime late tomorrow night. But that does look like something we need to definitely keep our eyes on. So. Alright. Well, we've been live for over an hour now, so that's good.
Also, dew points are looking decent. We're going to be talking like mid to upper 60s. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is very good, actually, for this time of year.
Yeah, again, I think the spot to watch would probably be Louisiana on the 27th for the most part.
Yeah, like northern
But again,
Louisiana.
honestly, the entire state of Louisiana, I'm going to be real with you.
That's where the GFS has the most capes, so probably.
Again, it's mainly going to be a big time wind threat, but again, I think a few tornadoes would be possible as well.
Yeah, I do see that on the NAM. I don't know why, but the NAM does not show any cape. It might just because be because it's a very high res model, but that wouldn't make sense. I feel like they're, I don't know. I mean, it shows a little cape, but like nothing over 1,000 joules per kilograms, which I feel like is underdoing the event. So the HRRR has. Does it even? No, the HRRR does not go that far, does it?
Mm-mm.
No. Yeah, well, actually, towards the beginning of the event, it does start to show some cape rising into Texas and Oklahoma. So eventually, you'd expect that to move a little bit farther north. So
I really think the 27th will be an enhanced risk.
yeah, I can kind of agree with you on that. I think 30% hatched wind and 5% tour.
Probably not maybe a hatch. Probably not, though. And then the tour threat, really, I think they would honestly just stick with the 2%. Maybe they'll go 5% if there's an uptrend, but it's a little early to say, honestly.
Yeah, we still need, obviously those high-res models to get out that far, and then we'll really start to...
Well, and obviously that's why the SBC only does day 1, 2, and 3 outlooks, unless something's very obviously going to be big.
Yeah. And they usually only reserve the day 4 to 8 outlooks for those big-time severe weather outbreaks that usually occur in the spring, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll most certainly be at least a 15% wind, and again, quite possibly a 30%. I think tomorrow looks rather boring, other than very early in the morning, where we could still see a few strong storms in parts of Texas and Louisiana, and then maybe even some resparking of storms in the afternoon. But the things will kick off on the 26th. They definitely will. Again, we're talking about big-time thunderstorms in the late afternoon time hours across Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas. And then, again, going into the 27th, again, that's the day that I think will probably be the most significant. And, again, 27th is mainly going to be a nighttime event into the 28th, with, again, a big line of damaging winds across Mississippi and Alabama.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to end off the live stream here, because I do need to get to bed. So I appreciate all of you for coming to watch. I will say we did hit our personal record of 26 likes, so we did it. This was a very successful stream. I can't thank you guys enough. That was really nice to have consistently 10 plus viewers watching. We got a couple subscribers from that stream, brought a lot of severe weather coverage to people in Texas. So I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all for coming to watch, and I'll see you guys in the next video.